Hey guys, so I was bored and I thought, oh hey, let's go find a battle. So I was about to go to the Smogon Wi-Fi battle finder and then I realized, wait, how could I forget about the incident that happened last time? Basically, I was looking for a standard OU match. I mean standard. And people were bringing NU and RU wildcards and I was getting completely trolled. So I was like, great. So now I can't go to the Smogon Wi-Fi battle finder. Going to any XAT chats wouldn't even help me because they're kind of dead. And, like, nobody's on Skype. So it's like, well, looks like I'm going to be stuck here. Then, about 5 minutes later, Rick, or Dangerous36M, sends me a message on Skype and says, yo, we should battle. So I was like, whew, finally, I got somebody that's actually challenged me. Because it's been about 5 days or 6 days since I've uploaded a Wi-Fi battle, and that's mainly because everybody on the Smogon Wi-Fi battle finder is, you know, bringing trash. So I was annoyed and I pretty much just gave up, and then he finally challenged me. So this battle is the result of said challenge. He said any tier, and I picked OU because OU's been my best tier for a bit. But what I didn't know is that he hit page 1 on the Smogon OU ladder the other day with this team he has. So I'm going to be in for a good battle. So I'm going to lead off with my Rotom because I predicted him to lead off with his Landorus, predicting my Tyranitar to lead. And he's just going to go for the U-turn, and that does quite a lot. Now, if I would have known what item this Landorus was earlier on in the game, I would have had a much easier time because it just completely confuses me. So the only thing he really has to take on Rotom Wash is Latias, so I figure, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to capitalize on that. And now I can just go out into my Tyranitar. But here I'm going to get a bit confused because the Sandstorm's going to hit him and no leftovers. So, So he's going to go for the Surf, and that does a lot more than it should have. But it turns out that he's actually Life Orb Latias, which I never see. I guess nobody expects it, so good idea on his part to run that. And this is a Choice Scarf Tyranitar with some messed up EVs, because before the battle it was Choice Band, as you saw in my live PO, and I was like, yeah, let's make it Choice Scarf, that might work. And so I kind of forgot to take out the HP EVs, so I kind of have a lowered attack, max speed but still lowered attack. So I kind of predicted him to go for the Draco Meteor, that and I didn't want to lose my Tyranitar. So either way, I was pretty much forced to send in my Jirachi. Here he goes into his Magnezone. Fortunately for me, I do carry the Fire Punch, so that's why I decided to send in Jirachi. And unfortunately for him, I do end up getting the burn, and that's a pretty low chance of that, so that is unfortunate. He's going to go for the Thunderbolt, and this Thunderbolt does way too much. Turns out that he's probably Specs, so here I could have predicted his switch and just gone for the Body Slam, but I really didn't want to risk anything because this Magnezone was going to end up killing me off anyways. But he did switch because he wanted to save it for my Scizor, because Scizor can pretty much just wreck his entire team if I can break down his team enough. So he's going to take out my Jirachi, and the score is now 5-5. And he's going to send out his Hippowdon. But since his Latias is already gone, my Rotom's going to be wrecking everything, so he's just going to choose to Death Fodder his Hippowdon right here, and Hydro Pump is going to be an easy OHKO on this thing because it has pretty terrible special defense, and this is a max special attack modest Rotom, so yeah, there's no way he was going to be able to live that. Now he's just going to go out into his Landorus, and right here, this is where I should have known that he wasn't Expert Belted at all, because he goes for the Hammer Arm, and the common set for Expert Belt is Earthquake, U-Turn, Stone Edge, and Hidden Power Ice. But because he went for the Hammer Arm, I don't know. Here I'm going to predict his switch into his Bronzong, and my best switch really is Latias because my Rotom kind of died, so yeah. Anyways, because I do carry the HP Fire on Latias, and even though Gyro Ball is going to do about half, I still really, I just didn't have any better switch-ins other than Scizor, but U-turn wouldn't do that much because I'm actually Expert Belt Scizor, which is pretty interesting, but it catches people off guard and allows me to set up a Swords Dance when they're not expecting it. So, anyways, my Latias is being a beast right now and taking Toxics, but I have to go for the HP Fire and see how much damage that's going to do. And it's going to do over half because I actually do end up getting an unfortunate crit. and he's going to go for the gyro ball, and as I said, it's going to do about half. And the thing is, I kind of felt bad because I had gotten the burn with Fire Punch and the crit, so I wanted to be a little bit nice, and I told him I was going to switch up my moves, but he's actually going to end up switching out anyways, so I guess that's no big deal. I just went for the Dragon Pulse just so he could take me out, because he really should have been able to after that turn, but I guess it's no big deal, because this does about half to the Terrakion. But I'm going to have to Death Fodder my Latias here, since there's really nothing else that, you know, I can take on. And he's going to go for the close combat, and he's going to be able to take me out, because he is Choice Scarfed, apparently. As you can see right there, he outsped me. Now, the battle is, it's been pretty offensive so far, but this is where the battle really changes. As I said, I'm expert belted, so I could just easily switch up my moves. But instead of just going for the bullet punch, which I should have done, I went for the superpower. And this is really going to change the game right here, because I go for the superpower, and I'm going to be at low enough health after this Terrakion faints to the point where Magnezone can take me out with any move that it wants to use. If I would have gone for Bullet Punch first, and then he could have gone for Thunderbolt, and me possibly living it, I probably would have been able to, though. If I could have lived the Thunderbolt, I could have taken out this Magnezone. But now I'm going to have to Death Fodder my Scizor as well. So I believe I only have 2 Pokemon left, and he has 3. Yeah, he has 3. So he's going to send in his Bronzong. I've got my Tyranitar and my Gliscor. Those are my only 2 remaining Pokemon left. So I'm going to send in my Tyranitar here. And I'm just going to go for the Crunch. And I am running like close to max attack, but as I said, I put HP EVs in it for the Choice Band, but then I switched up the items, so a bit confusing. But because I am Choice Scarfed, I'll be able to outspeed this Magnezone and take it out with a Crunch. So now the score is 2-2, and it's very close right now. But there's another play that's going to change the game right here. As I said, because he went for Hammer Arm, I should have known this thing was either Choice Banded or Expert Belt with no HP Ice. But he's going to go for the Earthquake. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. If I would have switched out to my Tyranitar, predicting his Bronzong to come in, this battle may have changed. But I just went for the Toxic because I was afraid that he had the HP Ice, and I was just going to Death Fodder my Gliscor. I thought the battle was going to be over right there. But now, I'm going to be forced to switch out into my Tyranitar, and he's going to be able to go for the Earthquake, predicting that switch. And it's not going to take me out, but it is going to do a huge amount. So now, he can just stay in and take me out with the Earthquake, or he can switch out, and he's going to actually end up switching out into his Landorus. And now I'm just going to go for the Crunch, as I had done earlier, and it is going to end up critting him, but the reason why it didn't matter is because I am Choice Scarf, so I would have outsped him anyways, so that really wasn't a big deal. And the score is 2-1, and I'm like praying that this Crunch takes it out, but alas, it lives, and he's going to be able to take me out with the Earthquake. And now, because my Gliscor has nothing to hit it with, I am running the Toxic Stalling set with Substitute, Earthquake, Toxic, and Protect. His Bronzong at 1/4 of health. I'm just going to send in my Gliscor, and I'm just going to run. So that was a very close game, Rick. Definitely very fun. I haven't posted a loss in a while. Hopefully this will change some people's minds that I don't post losses or something. It's just that whenever I have a battle that I lose, it's either I got swept by something stupid, like, again, one of those NU or RU wild cards. Either that or, you know, something weird just happens that it just wasn't a good battle or something like that. But this was one of those legitimate battles, and yeah, so congrats, Rick, on your page 1 accomplishment. I can't get that high, never, because I suck on PO. I just don't think as clearly, as well as the fact that I get hacked if I get to at least page 3. So, you know, oh well. We're definitely going to have to battle again. Oh yeah, also, thanks for the challenge, because seriously, I wouldn't have had a battle to post for you guys today. So definitely check him out if you haven't already. He's a great battler, and I'll see you guys next time.